I would like to urge the city to consider constructing protected bike paths. There is none at the moment. There is nothing in the city that looks like this. Corpus Christi is among the worst in America for bike paths. Pretty much all major cities in America have protected bike paths. Houston has them, Austin has them, and San Antonio has them, and they are building more and more. Now, I've been coming here for a year saying this, and the most you have done about it recently is paint on the road on Doddridge, and you call that a bike path. Paint on the road won't protect a baby in a bike trailer. Paint on the road won't protect my son or other kids on a bike. This is not my opinion. These are the official design guides from the Federal Highway Administration. Why won't you follow the official standards? Why won't you listen to the bike community? This is a wasted effort. This paint on the road is a waste of tax dollars. If you say you are going to do something for the bike community, listen to the bike community. Listen to the official guidelines. We are not a small community. 1 in 3 Americans own a bike. There are 10,000 miles of paved surface at least for pedestrians and cars, and we can't manage to have a few miles of that properly dedicated for cyclists. There is a whole segment of the population that cannot drive but can bike. Do you realize that? People who cannot get a driver's license for medical reasons. This is a huge list of conditions from the Texas Health and Human Services Department that prevents Texans from getting a driver's license. Heart problems, past drug problems, and even personality disorders can cause a person to lose a driver's license in Texas. Now, how are they supposed to get around? There are people who are too young to drive but want to work as well. Sidewalks are not feasible for cycling high speeds at 20 miles per hour, whereas pedestrians are just 4 miles per hour. And what about people who cannot afford to drive, that earn minimum wage? Gas prices are getting worse and worse, and we have to rely on dictators who go against American values for fuel. We need better transportation alternatives that are viable. The transportation needs of people who do not drive are not any less valid. There needs to be bike paths that are safe from cars, just like sidewalks. Pedestrian ways are not paint on the road because it isn't safe, so it shouldn't be the case for bike paths. You can separate with a curb, you can separate with bollards. The Federal Highway Administration clearly outlines many options. They never mentioned paint as the answer, yet that's what you did. Protected bike paths are a one-time investment and they last for 50 years at least. There are no monthly fees for insurance, healthcare costs, or maintenance or fuel, except calories. So please consider bike paths to be inclusive for others.